her subject.
You what?
Minored, is it right?
You said
Majored,
mitered.
minor?
You
minor.
said mitered.
Minored.
I mitered.
And I minored in psychology because I loved this teacher so much that I decided to take 4 classes with her one semester.
I don't know if we should chug that
dude,
beer,
I'm
you're
terrible. I'm just
You're
always
bad at
bad at
speech in
talking.
general.
Yeah. Are we keeping all this in? Because I wanted to sing Josie's on a vacation for. Okay, we don't have to because it's a topic. So let's go. Welcome to
today's episode of Constant Conflict, where we argue about anything and everything because we don't agree on fucking anything.
Yeah, that's true.
Except some stuff.
Some stuff.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, we should change the opening. It's not that.
We disagree on everything except some stuff. So today we're going to be talking about stuff that we haven't decided yet.
Yes.
So
no, I decided.
Okay, well that's fine.
Like one thing.
Shut up.
Okay.
So we're going to first off address the fact. Oh, you actually put on a sweatshirt. You look different. Now I'm wearing the same fucking shirt as most last episode. Let's just be clear. Same night. Okay. And at the end of last episode, Paul gave a deeply inspiring speech on why you should always go out.
Yes.
And you should never be a little bitch and stay in.
Yes.
We got heartfelt, we got deep, and so we want to practice what we preach. That's why these Coors Lights are here. Now, I would love to tell you that in between the last episode and this one, we were contacted by Coors and they've sponsored this podcast. That's not true yet.
That would be so cool.
But hopefully. And so these beers will be chugged at a certain point within this episode that has not yet been decided in order to give you a comparison that will then lead us to changing the way the Olympics are viewed forever.
Correct. Okay, so I got a good topic I think I want to start out with. Can I pull up my thing here? Okay, so as we know, all night I have been singing
God.
Josie's on a vacation far away. Okay, so this leads into my question. So when I was in high school, I had this English teacher that I fucking loved her, right? So we know the next line of that song. I like my girls a little bit older. So my question is, for you, when you were in high school, did you have any crushes on teachers?
Yeah.
And are teachers for me, I always rated on like a different level, right? So like, if I was like, oh, this teacher's hot, it doesn't mean she's hot compared to like normal women, but she's hot for a teacher and that makes her hotter.
So you think about things surface level and like a layer deeper?
Yeah, I don't go that.
I'll take it a little further underground.
Oh yeah, I go as far as here.
Okay.
Yep.
So first off, did I have a crush on any of my teachers? Yes.
English?
Mr. Baldwin was.
Was he bald?
No, actually,
he missed out.
He wasn't bald. He was
bald.
was like
bald
AP history, I think, was his. So we had Miss Dritz.
Ooh,
and
that sounds like a terrible name.
Dritz Tits is what we call it.
Did she have big boobs?
That's her real name. I probably shouldn't. I don't know if I should do that. Who cares?
Did she have big boobs?
Yeah. But what it was is, well, now this sounds mean. It's not to do with her, just teachers, separate. What you're talking about is 100% real. Yes. So teachers are given, there are certain professions and certain places where women and men are given about 2 to 3 points based on the place they are.
Yes.
So you take that teacher and you put them in the classroom and you're a high school kid, 8.
It's because of the power,
8 or
right?
9.
It's the power.
It's also the lack of being able to get them.
Oh,
it's
that's
the
true.
Untouchability.
Yeah, but there was plenty of teachers that slept with students in my high school.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in and like name things and throw them under the bus, but it happened.
What high school?
I can't even.
Just say the high school name.
Yeah, okay, it definitely happened.
If anybody wants to look into between the years of what must have been 2004, 2008. Did you graduate 2008?
Yeah.
You did, right?
Yeah.
Same as me. Yeah. So. Look into that. Apparently,
don't like look into it though. I don't want to get people in trouble because I liked a lot of the teachers.
Well, also here's the thing: if a dude sleeps with a female teacher, respect.
Oh, I thought you meant dude teachers. That was a whole thing too.
That's
a lot
different.
of teachers.
A dude teacher sleeping with a girl.
No. I meant
wrong.
dude teachers hooking up with
just wrong.
female teachers. There was a lot of that going on.
Teachers were hooking up with each other.
No. Hold on, both. But I meant when you said dude teachers, I thought you meant dude teachers with high school teachers. I don't really know of any dude teachers that sucked with female students, but I definitely know a couple dude students that.
How do you know?
I don't know.
They probably just said
they
that.
could have lied. I would
probably
lie.
fucking
I would lie
lied.
about that 100%.
There was one kid in our class that I thought our teacher might have fucked, and I'm pretty sure after high school they did.
There was definitely ones that waited until after high school to immediately sleep with the student.
Yeah.
That happened for sure.
Yeah.
Which, like, you know, I mean, what are you gonna do? I guess
It's just weird.
It's
that you
weird.
knew them before. That's
It's
the thing. Is
very
like because if
weird.
you're 32 and you sleep with a 28-year-old, whatever. But
Right.
if you're
28.
if you
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. I was like, right. High school's only 4 years. I was like, 28.
so you could be a
you're
22-year-old
shit.
teacher with an 18-year-old student, but then you
Right,
wait till you're
yeah.
23 and then I don't know.
Yeah,
it's a gray
weird.
area.
It's definitely weird.
It's what if you're the dude and you're the older one, it's just weird. Not into it.
Yeah, I would have loved to
But
sleep
what
with
it
my
is though is
teachers
that
in
they
high
get
school. That
it's
would've
the
been sick.
comparison. So you put that teacher in a bar around people and you don't know that she's a teacher of your class and things. She's back down to her normal grade.
You know what's weird
She's
though?
a 7 or
right.
6 or whatever, but instead in the classroom 8 or 9.
You know what's
There's a 2 to 3 point increase from certain professions when you meet them in their profession.
absolutely correct. Now, the thing that throws me off though, right, is because like there's been very few actual teachers in real life that I've seen that are hot to the point where compared to other hot people are still hot, right? Like that's now.
Yes.
But that being said, like especially, I mean, obviously social media was not as big as it was when we were in high school, but like there's definitely chicks all the time that I see that are apparently teachers now that I'm like, oh, that's a hot girl.
Yeah, but the
That's
reason
hot.
the reason you've seen her on TikTok or Instagram
Right,
is
is
because she's
because
disproportionately
there's
hot.
You're right. So, like, have you ever had a teacher that was hot, like, all the
Independent
time,
of?
independent of teaching? Even, what about college?
Mr. Rhodes.
Yeah.
That wasn't even a real teacher. Mr. Baldwin was a real teacher. No, God, college? No, Jesus. The only professor I even remember, I had this Indian guy, Suresh, who fucking screwed me over repeatedly, even though I liked him and was actually tried, and his class was the only class, and it was like the only class I got to fucking be in.
Really?
And then the other one was this old dude who taught accounting. So there was no hotness whatsoever.
I had one super hot one, and I literally minored in her subject.
You
So-
what?
Minored, is it right?
You said
Major,
mitered.
minor?
You
minor.
said mitered.
Minored.
I mitered.
And I minored in psychology because I loved this teacher so much that I decided to take 4 classes with her one semester.
I don't know if we should chug that
Dude,
in.
I'm
You're getting
terrible.
loose.
I'm just
You're
always
bad at
bad at
speech in
talking.
general,
Yeah,
that's
I'm always
true.
bad at talking. So, but yeah, I took 4 classes with her one semester back to back all the time, and I would just walk from class to class with her because I loved her so much.
She let you do that?
Yeah, she loved me too. Now, it wasn't like a sexual thing, but like it was for me because I was 18 and she was hot. But like she was like 40 or something.
Was she married?
I don't think so actually at the time. Maybe. I'm not really sure. I didn't really.
How do you not know that?
Well,
If you're-
at the time I wasn't like smart enough to look for rings.
Yeah, I know
that
you
wasn't a
weren't.
thing, you
Yeah.
know. Like now it's like first thing. Don't you think it would be such a good idea? I think the world would be a better place if women, you know how they wear a ring if they're married, they should wear a different ring if they're single. And then you just know. Then there's no weirdness, there's no like awkwardness at bars.
Yeah, I get. Okay, so arguably you could say that the lack of a ring means they're single, but they could be in a relationship.
Right. You wear like hey, I'm like
That's
a mood
kind of
ring.
like
Wear a mood ring.
Yeah, but
that's like changes colors.
that ring is that ring feels like, hey, I'm trying to get fucked. Which actually, maybe if there's girls
that's
like that, then that
true.
might not be a bad.
That's
ring for
true.
them.
Like, yeah, I don't necessarily want that vibe, but there should be a way to just know. I feel like that would just be the
You could
easier
ask.
for everybody.
You could ask them
That's weird.
for you.
Okay, the reason I say it's weird, I'll give you a great example of this. There's this video floating around on TikTok lately, and this girl very happily has gotten lit up and reamed out by the entire internet. But I feel like
Is this
this
the cop?
No, it's this girl who.
You know the cop who banged everyone and whatever. Have you seen?
Oh,
that?
I did see that. She
wasn't even
She was
attractive.
not attractive.
That's
no.
a shock. You're like, wow, they're all just okay.
It was this other girl who is attractive, I will say. She's an attractive girl. And she took a video of her like putting on weights at the gym and talking about some creepy dude.
Putting
and she
on
had,
weights?
Yeah, putting on weights. What do you say?
Like adding weights to a bar.
Yeah. Putting on weights.
Putting on weights sounds like that's not the right vernacular.
Okay. So anyway, she's putting on weights on this barbell, and she's like has the camera facing her, and she's talking shit about this guy and how she hates like people creeping on her at the gym. And this guy's super normal, didn't do anything wrong, and at one point like comes over and just asks if she needed help with the weight because it looked like she was struggling, and she's like, oh no, I don't want help. And then he goes okay and walks away, and she like tries to ream this guy out, and happily she got lit up. Good. Like normally for a long time I feel like everyone would have been like, oh, look at that gross guy trying to hit on a girl. Where like now I feel like it's turning, and everyone was like, no, you're kind of a piece of shit, this guy did nothing wrong. But it's the same thing, like I think there's a certain level where we have a very believe immediately the woman in that situation in dating life, where like if you're...
this is not probably the argument you want to be having right now.
No,
I get what... Okay,
am I saying it? Yes. I don't want to... I'm not trying to say it misogynistically, but it's very easy. Like, if you tried to hit on a girl who had a boyfriend and they decided to just freak out and be like, no, oh my God, get away from me. It's very easy for the dude to look like a douchebag, and it's not that easy for the girl.
I saw something about this today about just like some girl, like a guy trying to work out, and then the girl's like, this guy's a creep. Yes. I agree, 100%. Everything swings too far.
Right.
Of course.
So that it would just be easier if everybody, boy and girl, would just like everybody knew who was single. It would make dating life so much easier, I feel like.
I agree.
Right?
Let's
so rings. I think we do rings. Okay, I got a great question for you. I'm really excited about these. Okay. So we had this conversation the other day. So Ian likes to shit on me because I like video games and anime and stuff.
I like video games. I just don't like.
You don't like anime, but you like Avatar: The Last Airbender because we've talked about this. Okay, that's anime.
No, it's a cartoon.
Okay, so what to you is the difference then?
Anime is like for weird nerds that like
it's a cartoon. It's just a cartoon
that masturbate to cartoon porn.
So that's hentai.
Okay.
But anime is just animated
if somebody says they're
shows.
Into anime, I think, and Whitney, my girlfriend,
it's just animated shows
for this episode, and I think her perception is what a lot of people think, which is like if you're into anime, they go, "Oh, this guy jacks off to animated porn," and that seems weird.
Yeah, but like, why is Avatar not anime?
Asian animation? I think that's a pretty standard belief.
Yeah. Okay, but what I'm saying is like,
is Aladdin anime?
No. So I'm agreeing that anime, in terms of like Japanese animation shows, they have a certain way of doing things that is odd, I guess.
Anime's like,
right? But like
people who do magic, right? It's the same. It's dudes who aren't fucking a lot.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that. But what I'm saying, describe the difference though? Is what? So like, I want to get down to the brass tacks here. What is the difference between?
You want to get down to the brass tacks?
Brass knuckles.
Make sure
what do you say? Brass knuckles.
Tacks.
Brass tack. What is it?
You're saying stuff very like
brass tacked.
Tacks.
Like tactical. Tax or like tax like I have to pay my taxes.
No, like a thumbtack, like a brass tack.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
You make me question what I know, and then CJ has to look it up and confirm that I'm right. But there's like a 30 seconds where I start to think, am I a fucking idiot? No, you are. Brass tacks. Right?
TACT.
Tack is what?
Brass tacks, essentials.
What do you mean essentials?
Like the most fundamental considerations is what it says.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm getting at, tell me the difference though. Tell me the difference. I want to hear it from you what the difference is between Avatar and what an anime would be.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
Not Avatar.
Yeah, not the movie. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yes.
One of the best shows ever made. It's
great
fantastic.
Show. Great show.
Yes. What would you be?
We've talked. Okay.
Yeah. Let's get into this.
For those who don't know what Avatar: The Last Airbender is,
everyone knows what Avatar: The Last Airbender is. They have
everybody.
If you don't, you're a piece of shit.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. Do you know what it is?
No.
Oh, you don't count.
Everybody except her.
Well, she's cool.
There was
anybody
a movie.
who's like slightly.
They made like a live
cool.
action version at one point.
That was no, they didn't. No. It doesn't exist. No, it doesn't exist. It's just, doesn't exist.
Doesn't it?
Nope, doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't. Ian does not understand the internet culture. It does not exist. Let's move on.
Yeah, see, this is the difference between you guys and me. Like, I live my life. I don't live based on an
live
internet
and
culture.
apparently watch Avatar: The Last Airbender live action movie, which was not.
I was fucking young, dude.
Let's continue. What would you be?
I would be air. I need to be able to fly.
Why air? Air's cool, I guess.
Well,
it's
first off,
all right.
in the situation
It's not
that
the
we
best
watched,
pick.
air was the only element that had one person. So why not be the only
what does that
airbender?
mean? It's the only.
It'd be me and Aang, and we'd be like, yeah, we're the only airbenders. Fucking suck it.
Or
And there's a bunch
that's
of
for the time period.
waterbenders and
we're not doing that,
firebenders
though.
and earthbenders.
Okay, how about
Do you know what?
there's-
I'll tell you right now, I don't feel passionate about this conversation right now.
No? Okay, well, let's move
I think
on.
we come back to it another time. I'm just not in it.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about bending.
Why don't you
or
finish
things right now.
anime versus... Tell me what anime is.
I think anime is... It's like the eyes are bigger, which is ironic because, you know...
So you don't like it because the... Oh, shit.
I said nothing.
Yeah.
Anything taken there was implied.
Okay.
You know what I
So
mean?
you don't like it because the eyes are bigger.
And they run like this. In anime, they run like this. Their hands... They go back and they run.
And that's the
that.
whole thing.
Like
That's-
Falco and Super Smash.
So for those reasons is why you
For those
won't
reasons,
watch.
I'm out.
Those exact reasons.
those
that's
reasons,
it?
I won't be
Okay,
invested.
so because of the running and the big eyes.
Yeah, it's like a... Oh, I like to fucking... I'm a loser. That's what I think of when I think of anime. A cartoon, you're like, oh, you watch cartoons? Fucking sick. And this guy's like, I watch anime. And you're like, okay, nerd.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference.
overall
I'm not saying that it's super logical,
feeling.
but it's
not
because
logical.
so anime I know now is more mainstream, but also so is vaping, and fuck all the people with their blueberry vapes, like a bunch of children
blueberry's the
walking
worst
around.
flavor. You want to know why I can't have blueberry? I'll tell you right now. So I can't.
I did want to know.
Yeah, I can't do blueberry anything because when I was 15, I had a lot of blueberry vodka. Like one of the
Blueberry?
first blue. What did I say?
Blueberry, you said.
Blueberry vodka. So I was playing a game. Actually, this was Steve. He was older than me, so I was with his
Is he
hanging
still
out with his
older than
brother.
you?
Yeah. So I was hanging out with his brother. This was me and his brother's first time drinking, and I remember him and their cousin decided to let us
doing this
drink.
thing with my
So we were
arm.
down
I don't know
there
why I'm
drinking
doing it.
like in the basement at their house. Parents were gone, and they bought a bottle of like some kind of blueberry vodka, and they convinced us to play a game called Who Can Make Less of a Face When They Take a Shot, and we just started taking shots, the two of us, and they were laughing, and it was just like, who didn't make a face? Take another shot. And I got so sick, and I threw up in a garbage bag all night. And then the next day, I decided to go, for some reason, to get hookah at some hookah bar. And it happened to be blueberry flavored. Gross, but I was able to deal with it. But I got kind of sick. And then I went home, and I didn't feel good. And my friend was like, let me make you tea. Made tea. It was fucking blueberry tea. And I drank that blueberry tea and threw up everywhere.
So you don't fuck with
so much
blueberries
vomit.
anymore?
I can't do blueberry. I love blueberry pie. I love blueberry pie.
So you're
Love
going, I
blueberry
can't do
pie.
blueberry anything except pie.
Oh.
Where it's legitimate blueberries inside of
No, blueberry pie is the tits. I can't do anything blueberry flavored. But blueberry pie, I fuck with blueberry pie. Like, yeah, blueberry pie fucks. You know what doesn't fuck though? Cherry pie. Cherry pie.
I don't even
shit.
get. You know what? Pie in general is overrated.
Don't you shut your mouth.
Pie,
God
pie
damn it.
is for fucking weirdos, dude.
What do English
When
people like?
go
What do you
get
guys
pie,
eat? What do you guys eat
Do you
over
know
there?
the only pie worth fucking anything is pumpkin?
She's my cherry pie. Okay. I'm in an 80s mood lately. Man, that shit is freaky,
was
dude. That's the Jerry.
Pie is for fucking weird people. When there's ever been a movie like there was a Ben Stiller movie with his dad, and he goes, "Oh, go take her for pie." Who goes and gets pie? That's so weird.
Pie's great.
Where do you get pie?
The store.
Well, I mean, like where you go and just get it at like a restaurant where
Diners
people
have
go.
pie.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Why is that weird?
You don't get pie at a place. You just don't. That's fucking weird to me. I'm gonna go eat some pie. What are you, fucking 6? I mean, you've
What?
got to be a fucking monster.
What are you even
You've got to be
saying?
obese to go
That's
just
like
eat
saying,
pie places.
why do you even get cake? Why do you get cake places?
Well, I don't really go and eat cake. I'm not a fucking child.
That's true. I don't love cake except
Cake is for
on
certain situations. Pie is for certain
Yeah,
situations.
that's what it is.
People who eat pie and cake out of the normal situations have a problem.
Well, I mean, that's like saying alcohol is only for certain situations. But
That's wrong.
The situations are like,
That's wrong.
It's Friday.
There's tons of situations
it's
for alcohol.
It's enjoying. It's suppressing bad feelings. It's you can use it for all
bud.
great.
Do we need to have an intervention here? Because after last episode, I'm starting to
All
lie
right,
a
I
little
can
bit.
see that joke was not well received.
Yeah.
But okay,
No,
let's go.
cake is for children on parties, for adults on some parties. Pie is for certain holidays, and that's it.
Yeah, but like,
If you catch yourself eating cake out in just a random situation,
you ever do apple picking? Is that a thing in California? It's not, right? It's
It
not
might
really
have
a
been,
thing?
but not for me.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna go pick apples?
Yes.
No, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard.
You didn't have a girlfriend in high school that wanted to pick a fucking apple?
I had girlfriends and we didn't pick apples because they were straight.
Does California even have apple
I
trees?
feel like I've not done any. I feel like that was too far for the gay stuff. You know what? Who cares?
Whatever. I mean,
it's
things.
just- I just
things can be gay,
That's
right?
true.
Like, so I remember my
100%.
friend said to me once. She was like, "Listen, I don't care." She goes, "I don't care if you're gay, but if you're gay, it's also gay." And I was like, "Yeah, that's a good point." I was like, "I can't argue with that statement." Like,
That's actually pretty profoundly well said.
yeah, it's whatever.
No, I don't.
But, like,
I don't pick apples. That sounds horrible. Dude, there are people who do that as manual labor that fucking hate it.
bro, I have gone apple picking.
Why would you pick? I don't even care.
Because
for
then you go
apples.
home and you
I
make
don't
like
even really,
apple
You know what? I
crisp.
don't like apples.
You don't like apple crisp?
I'm not a fan of apples.
Well, I mean, the brown
In a
sugar is the
general
best part of
sense,
it,
I'm
but-
not an apple guy. Other than the phones and the computers and stuff. The
It's
fruit.
because you're not American. Johnny Appleseed was American.
Okay.
Is he real?
Do you like the phrase? Wait, hold on. Is Johnny Appleseed real?
I don't know. Is he real?
dressed up as
What does he look like? He look.
Appleseed Day, and I dress like Johnny. We all dress like Johnny Appleseed.
What do he look
I'll
like?
Bend a little pan to my head.
What do you look
Pinned
like?
a little pan. To
Oh, he was the pan motherfucker. Oh, he had the cast iron skillet. Like,
I thought
right?
that was no, but who was Crockett? Davy Crockett. He had a raccoon that also
Crockett
went out to the
Rocket?
side.
Crockett, right?
Different people.
Is
Yeah,
Appleseed a
Davy
real
Crockett
person?
is not the same as Johnny Appleseed. They told me Johnny Appleseed went all across America and planted fucking apple trees everywhere. That's what I learned in school. He was real?
person.
How many?
What was his real last name?
What?
It's-
John Chapman, better known as Johnny Appleseed.
Whoa.
Damn, John Chapman, better
John
known as Johnny
Chapman.
Appleseed.
All right.
Used apple trees to Pennsylvania and shit.
Introduced apple trees. to
Are you
Pennsylvania and
upset
shit.
that they decided Pluto wasn't a planet? Because that's another thing I learned in school that was pretty bullshit.
I don't really understand the argument. I let it be a planet.
Well, it was my favorite one.
Of course it was, because it was a fucking bald loser.
It was small, blue, and cold.
loser.
I guess none of those things are appealing.
blueberry.
Oh, it does sound like a blueberry.
So let's talk about
Ooh.
the
Olympics. Oh. Okay.
Okay, wait. So
Do you
which
wanna
direction do
explain?
we want to go with this? Because it's very. This is worthwhile. I'll tell you, this is a worthwhile thing to talk about, and I think there's a genuine. Even if the Olympics doesn't take on what we're saying, which hey, Olympics people, you're probably watching. Next time you do your Olympics, do this, and you'll get more viewers.
I'm going to jump
But
ahead.
if they don't do it, then we need to create a side-by-side
Yes.
comparison for the Olympics. Okay?
Yes.
So
can I
start that.
can I
Now we're
explain
gonna
where
go-
we're going? Because I'm excited.
You
to
explain
hear
because it's going to be bad, and then I'm going to have to
it. Yes.
re-explain.
Well,
why.
I'm going to start with this, and then I'm going to relate it to the.
Okay, so
Olympics.
that's what I was wondering. Do we go into the Olympics first, or do we do
No,
the
I'm
beer?
going to go into the beer thing.
All right, so let's do the beer,
So-
and then we'll do the Olympics.
Well,
'cause
I
then
want to
people will
explain
understand.
why we're doing the beer thing. Okay, so Ian is very, very good at chugging beer. So when he finally was able to drink beer again, I was very excited to drink beer with him, and I said, "Oh, let's
I hadn't
chug
drank
one."
beer in 6 years.
Now
until like 4
6
months
years.
ago. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so I thought I was pretty average at drinking beer, like 3 inches average. And
What?
so I thought I was a pretty average
Yeah, you
speed
liked your own joke
drinker.
there,
Yeah,
didn't
I
you,
thought
man?
I-
That was
Dude,
fun.
no
You-
one makes Paul laugh harder
I
than
know.
Paul. Yeah. So
Get closer
okay.
to the mic.
I'm pretty close.
Maybe don't actually, because you are yelling. Don't.
Okay. So anyway, we got the beer, and I challenged him at a bar, and he drinks a beer in like a half a second. It's
No,
fucking
like 2
crazy.
seconds.
It's
I
like
want
2
to say
seconds.
there are people faster than me. I used to be faster than I am now. I don't want to sit here and pretend like I'm a top 100 in the world chugger.
Yes.
But in most every room I'm in, I will probably win.
Accurate.
Yeah.
And-
Paul McKenzie, shout out to my other Paul. I've had quite a few Pauls in my life, by the way.
Really? That's
Yeah, I
kind of
always-
bullshit. Who's the best one?
Paul McKenzie.
Who is he? What does he
He's a
do?
great guy. He's one of my best friends in high school. We called him Paulie McCoonsey at times.
Did he
I've
do
read
something
stories
cool?
about him. He farted in class once.
Oh, like loud?
In,
or was it a long
Mr.
one?
Nigro's class, we had a teacher named Mr. Nigro,
Ooh.
who was the whitest person you've ever seen. I swear to God, if you put him against that white wall,
Yeah.
he would look whiter than it. Like, he was straight up see-through.
Okay.
And there was a time, and I didn't realize this, so it was freshman year. Paul wore the same shirt. He had like 3 shirts, and he'd wear the same 3 shirts all the time. Not because he was poor. He was actually, his parents were very rich. But he had just these, he'd rotate these 3 shirts, and he had glasses. He was kind of nerdy, but he was this tall, skinny kid. And I heard this fart in class, and I turned, and everybody's like, oh my, I mean, it was like a, like, you're like, okay, that's not a fart that the class can just be like, hey, let's forget that happened. And
Did he blame it on someone else?
no, so he's behind me, and jokingly thinking, because he was just super quiet at the time, like didn't talk. I'm like, I was like, oh, Paul farted, thinking it was not Paul, and nobody in the class thought it was Paul because Paul was just this quiet, nice kid who like didn't say anything.
Okay.
And then after like a few, he goes, yeah, it was me. And I just called him out on him farting in front of the whole class.
Oh,
And this
that's
isn't like
so
when you're a
funny.
grown up and can be like, yeah, I farted, so what? Like, he was embarrassed.
Yeah.
And then we became best friends later on.
That's
and then We went
amazing.
to college together, and we've been friends ever since. Now he's in Washington, D.C., but we, so I have that Paul.
So he's cooler.
He's tall Paul.
Oh, I'm
so
bald
he's like
Paul.
6'4".
Okay.
You're bald Paul, and then we have really tall Paul, who's Paul Conyers, who's another stand-up comedian. He's like 6'8". So you are by far the shortest
I'm
Paul.
by far. So why am I not just short Paul? Because I'm bald.
Because you're bald.
Did I ever tell you how in high school, with my last day of senior year in high school, I stole a bunch of my teacher's shit, like a lot of stuff.
No.
And then I took it home and suspended
Was he one of the teachers that was fucking one of the
He
kids?
smelled like shit. No, he was not. He smelled terrible. I used to spray cologne on the desk when he would walk by. And then smell, it was, yeah. So I literally stole all of his shit, markers, stapler, all of it, and then suspended it all in Jell-O molds. And a different teacher, who I won't name because I don't want him to get in trouble, I don't know if he's still a teacher, let me into his class in the morning so that I could put it all in his desk in Jell-O
You did like
molds.
The Office.
Yeah, I did The Office.
And
I
you think
officed
Parks
him.
and Rec is better than The Office, even though you Jell-O molded somebody.
Still, yes. Ron Swanson is the best character.
He's a great character, but he's not there as often as the characters. And if
want
Ron
all the
Swanson were
bacon
as
and
active,
eggs.
if Ron Swanson were as active in Parks and Rec as Dwight is in The Office, you'd have a better argument.
He's active. He's just
He's
quiet.
not exactly.
He,
That's
does,
the
he
problem,
only
though.
needs
He's a
few
character
sentences.
that. Yeah, but he's a character that can't do that much because.
But he wouldn't be that character.
Right.
Right. So he's the best character.
Doesn't mean it's the best show.
What were we talking about again?
The Olympics.
Oh, okay. Right. So he's very good at chugging beer. And I wanted him to chug a beer on camera to see how fast he was. And I was like, oh, we'll use me as reference because of how much slower I am. I still would say I drink at an average pace, not like
6-inch average.
a 6-inch average. No, I'm not a 6-incher average. Are you kidding me?
Now we talking about beer
that would
drinking
be
or
like
your penis? Because I'm
no,
confused.
no. I'm still talking. I'm talking about the drinking, but relating it to a penis. Like if you said 6-inch, if you said 6-inch average, you'd be like, oh, that's like
a normal
solid,
pace.
right? But like I think I'm behind normal pace with chugging beer.
You think so?
Yeah, but
Well, then
not
that
too
doesn't
far
give us
behind.
much context.
I'm not too far behind.
I think you're normal.
I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe.
That gives also a better context to what we're going to be talking about
You're
with
right.
the Olympics.
Okay, so should we chug the beer and then get in the Olympics?
I think so.
Okay, so let's pour the beer.
This is fun. For those of you on the audio podcast, just listen to the sound of my voice as I pour this beer into the glass.
Oh, you want a little ASMR? Did that work?
No.
Cluck, 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 cluck. Oh, fuck.
I just
got
like to
so
think,
much
I was
foam.
going to say somebody's driving with their kids in the car. I'm like, there's no way they're listening to our podcast with their kids in the car. So that was stupid. But just them being like, what is going on now? This is kind of...
ASMR suds? Are you kidding me? This is like a whole new genre I just invented.
I do like this sound.
Right? That's a great sound.
I like it. I'm surprised. I'm not an ASMR guy.
Dude, every now and then I come up with ideas that are just fucking fire.
That's something I want to get into, actually. That was one
My
of my
great
things.
ideas? Fart pants? That's not fully my idea, though. Fart pants was Steve's initial idea. We just improved on it together. But aquarium pants and parachute pants, both my idea.
All your pants-based ideas will someday be talked about.
All right, so this is what we're going to do.
I feel a lot of pressure right now, and I don't know if sitting down I'm going to be able to crush this in the speed that I'm normally
stand up?
expected
You gotta
to.
stand up?
I typically tend... I might spill it on this thing.
Stand up.
Stand, but I don't know if that's going to work with the camera.
CJ can tip it up. Yeah. Stand up.
Well, Paul, Paul, stand up.
Yeah.
Paul, stand
You
up.
can see me.
Stand up.
I'm standing.
That's your short.
Oh, I get it. That was so funny.
All right, Siege, you got to make sure we're still in shot and stuff. So
It might not be. We just might have to tip it up for you.
Move the chair out of the way so you can stand back.
I don't need to stand, I guess. I'm
Oh,
being
yeah,
a little bit
if
of
you
a
stand over there,
bitch.
you're fine. Oh, yeah, you're in shot. You're good. Okay. All right, so this is what we'll do. We'll count, Whitney, count down 3, 2, 1, and
You
we
can
drink.
hear us fine. We're good.
And what are you saying? You're saying 2 seconds for you?
I don't know. We'll know when the camera tells us.
Okay. Okay, so Whitney's going to count down 3, 2, 1.
I'm gonna do 3, 2, 1, go.
You have to open your throat? Is that how this works?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not good
I
at
don't
it.
like do any exercises or anything. I just normally it's an emotional state of mind. Like I chug beer because I'm excited to chug a beer. I'm not quite, there, but I'll get there in just a second. Hold on,
here we go.
Whoa,
Cheers,
hold
go.
on. We got to cheers it.
Okay.
Okay. So, what if you beat me?
There's no chance.
There's a chance.
Well,
There's always a chance.
you say that every time.
I'm gonna spill it on my shirt.
Although
That's
I did
actually my
beat you in
biggest. I'm gonna
darts
spill
one
it on my shirt.
You spill
What?
on your shirt every day, dude. We're used to it.
You do.
No. You always have
Alright, so we're gonna cheers and go
that
up,
one dot
okay?
like right
Are
here.
you good? We're in
Okay.
frame. We're good.
3, 2, 1, go.
God damn it.
Paul spilled on his shirt.
Oh, I spilled. I'm a spiller. What can I
Clean,
say?
baby. Clean.
Oh man, I got a burp. And
God, I love chugging a beer, man. It is America to me. That is America. America is. Oh my God, you just spit on me from there. If you didn't catch that on camera, that was insane. Chugging beers is so good.
It is the most American thing.
so
Oh, you just
good.
feel bald eagles.
Oh my God,
It's coursing through your veins.
dude, it is magical.
Yeah.
It's a shot's a shot. A fucking beer chug, it just changes my
It does.
my
It does.
testosterone goes up by like 30%.
Like, let's go shoot guns.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like 6 more chug beers first.
Shit.
and then we
No,
shoot
you don't want
guns.
to do that afterwards.
No,
Guys,
that's
practice
dangerous.
safe gun shooting. Fuck, it's good.
It is.
You also got to. That's
Coors Light
6
hits
years.
different,
6
too.
years without chugging, without drinking beer, just having to drink normal alcohol. Like just for a while, I could only drink tequila.
Do you know how many dreams I've had by accident when I got my first gun? I had so many nightmares that I
Okay, I
accidentally
don't know if we
shot
need to
myself.
go here. Oh, really?
So many.
Oh,
dude.
you should
like,
not.
Like that I'd be picking it up and I'd just drop it and I'd shoot it. And then I got like my friends who's pretty into guns, and he's
Your
like
friend
who's pretty into guns. He has
Bro, I
he's
wanna
when I
chug
was trying to
another
figure
fucking
out
beer.
I'll chug a beer with you in a little bit. So I was like, what kind of carry do I get? Like, hip,
Appendix,
back,
hip.
what do I get? And he's like, he had the crotch carry, and he's like, get the crotch carry.
Appendix.
It's the best. No, crotch carry.
It's
What
called
do you
an
call it?
appendix carry.
Isn't your appendix like?
Jesus wept, bro.
I don't even know
You
what
need
it
an
is, to be
anatomy
honest.
lesson.
Yeah, for sure.
You need so many
yeah,
lessons.
for sure.
Dude,
Okay.
all I can think about is chugging.
So he's like, dude, get the crotch carry. So I get the crotch carry, and every night for
Nobody
like a week.
calls it a crotch carry.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's a New England thing. I don't know.
No,
So
if you actually put it in your crotch, it could be that.
it is in your crotch. It's fucking right here. It touches your balls the whole time. That's your crotch.
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, I got the crotch carry. Nightmare for like a week, almost 2 weeks, where I would just be like driving in my car and I had my carry on me and I shot my dick off so many times. I was terrified.
And that is a small target. That's
Wait, average of 3 inches.
It's average 3 inches.
It's average. You ever see that video that went viral of the kid, like he's outside in the snow and he's like, guys, it snowed 3 inches last night. That's average, right? That's average snow. That's pretty good, right, ladies? Right? And it was fucking funny. Okay, you're clearly not entertained by gold humor, so let's move on. But yeah, I was terrified. I was going to shoot my dick off.
Was this in Connecticut when you were carrying?
Yeah.
What does that do? Do they have concealed carry laws?
Dude, it was hard. This is why I don't understand when people are like, we need stricter gun laws. We're like, I think most states are like Connecticut. Not all, clearly, but most. Dude, I had to go to
You want to get into gun laws right now? Is that you think where we should go next with this podcast?
No, I'm just saying. I think most places are like this. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But I think I had to take like several classes. I had to go to a gun shooting safety thing. I had to do the background check. I had to apply for it. And then it took like 8 months for them to actually like push it through. So like they definitely do their job. And like I think I required like 20 hours of classes or some shit. Like tons of classes.
Man.
Like it was not
I just had to go to the DMV and get my license.
Yeah, in Idaho, I think you can just go.
The gun store's right next to the DMV. It's very convenient.
Isn't it so cool though? Where like, because there's not a whole lot of crime here, right? Compared to other states,
almost none.
There's not a lot. And I know we're saying this when those like weird Idaho murders just happened,
Yeah,
but
it
like,
wasn't with the gun.
let's ignore that. It was not with the gun. But what I was gonna say is, it's very cool living in a place where like that shit
Where everybody's
isn't
carrying.
right. Everybody's
and
carrying it, and
because
there's
of that,
no crime.
there's
It
no
is the
crime.
coolest thing. Where like you go to when I drove out into Idaho, which is like when I was moving from Connecticut.
By the way, we're in Idaho.
Yes,
he
we
just
are in
means like
Idaho.
Idaho.
Idaho. Yeah,
We're in Boise.
not Boise.
Boise's not. For some Idahoans, they would say this is in Idaho. They're in Idaho.
Right. And when my dad visited, he wanted to go like out into the. Is sticks an appropriate word?
Yeah.
Into the sticks. So I don't know if that's like a thing that people.
There's
would
no
be offended
racism in there or anything.
I don't know if people are offended by the sticks.
I think sticks is to do with the country because they have lots of sticks. That's not, you can't offend sticks.
But it's STYX.
That's a band, you fucking
No,
idiot.
that's when people say the sticks, it's definitely STYX.
No,
100%, yes.
No.
Yes,
Why
it
are you
is.
so confident in things you're wrong about?
I'm positive about this.
Why would you say that? Why do you do this?
I
You're like a
don't know
fucking
why.
weatherman.
I don't know
I
why.
hate that weathermen.
Dude, I would be such a good
commit.
weatherman. They only need to be accurate like 40% of the time.
That's what I'm
to
saying,
keep
but
their job.
a
I
weatherman would say
be
it's a
so good
100%
at
chance
that.
of rain today. Just say 99. Just give the
but what if
1%.
it-
It
but
isn't
at the
100.
time,
It's
it
never
could be
100%.
100.
It's never 100%.
Well, no, because like in
Something can change.
Like if I was like, oh, there's 100%.
What is it, CJ? Shut up.
In the sticks. Like, regular sticks.
Oh, really? Okay. So I was-
100% sure. You were 100%.
I was pretty sure, dude.
So why do you say
I
I'm
was-
positive if you're fucking wrong?
Because I was positive, but now my views have changed. That's what I'm saying. So
Your
like,
views have changed because you were fucking wrong and proven wrong.
right? Yeah. So they've changed.
You realize, by
So
the way,
when
you
there's
thought
100%
sticks-
chance of rain, at the time the computer might say it's 100%,
No, well, fuck
but
the
then
computer.
it changes.
But first, no, go back to Styx. You thought Styx was the band.
There's a band
There's a-
called STYX. I didn't even know
Oh
that.
my god, you special boy.
Do they sing any cool songs? What do they sing? Like anything worthwhile that I would even
Yes,
know.
you would know Styx. It's in Big Daddy, isn't it? Aren't they the band that Adam Sandler loves in Big Daddy is Styx? What's their big song? I'm sure they've got more. Some people are going to sit here and go like, how do you not know more about Styx? I don't know. I am do you know this about me? I'm very good at throwing sticks.
What does that mean?
Oh, that's what it. Yes,
What-
Styx.
how does it
Come
go?
Sail
Sing
Away,
it,
which
sing
is
it.
the Cartman. I mainly know that song because of
Oh,
Cartman. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Yeah.
Come
okay.
sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me.
Wait, is
That's
that
the only
also the
words
one?
I
Is
know.
that What's the song? Is that also the same song that in the episode where whenever he started a song, he had to finish it? Or was that a different song?
I don't know. You talking about?
Remember,
Cartman?
and he's like, he has to rush through it? Yeah, Cartman. It's like
No,
whenever he
I think
starts
it's
a
a whole.
song-
They did a whole 6-minute song as Cartman singing that song. No, I
Okay.
don't think it was in an episode. That's too long for the episode, but they did that.
Did you like the movie?
Oh, the movie.
The South Park movie.
Oh, I'm sure.
See, I don't like musicals.
Everything,
But I do love
I
that
don't like
movie.
musicals.
I hate musicals,
I don't get it.
dude.
Just talk.
Yeah. I hate when people
I
sing.
can't stand
I hate
it.
when people
Dude.
sing, dude.
When people, they're like, you know how I feel.
But I like to sing.
And then they're like, I feel like this is it. Fuck them. Stop
Yes.
it. Fucking
yeah,
talk
just
about
talk
it.
like a
Just talk.
regular human being. Let me see what other topics I got
Unless
here.
it's the breakup.
What? Wait, what's the breakup?
And he says, lose yourself. He goes, Gary, on the kick drum. Come. On the kick drum. Gary, on the kick drum.
Oh yeah, what's
come,
this?
Come.
I like this. I know what this is.
Come. Gary, on the kick drum. Come.
Who's Gary again?
Lose yourself. It's the guy who he's always that same type of character. It's the one with Vince Vaughn and Jennifer Aniston, and they live in the same house and they're breaking up.
Oh yes. Do you love Vince Vaughn? I do. I like him.
Yes, I do.
Wedding
I think
Crashers,
you know what he
great
does?
movie.
He does a lot of very good movies. But Vince Vaughn, let me do Vince Vaughn in every movie. You know what? You think this, and then what you're gonna say is when I talk to you, what you're gonna do is you're gonna talk back to me, and you're gonna say something like this, and then you're gonna say, you know what? What about if I did this? What about? And I'm gonna say, what if you didn't do that? And then we're gonna talk about it, and then you're gonna come back, and then we're gonna go lock
That's
it up.
true.
You lock
That's
it up. Let's lock it
exactly
up.
what he does.
You know what? Or do you want to talk? Why don't you shut the fuck up? I'm gonna keep talking until I'm done talking, and then we're gonna talk. And then at the end of this, you're not gonna have anything to say because I said so much that you don't have anything left to say.
Now I don't know if you picked up on this, but did you realize that when you first started talking, you did a little bit of Vince Vaughn mixed with Owen Wilson, and then corrected yourself because I heard a little bit of Owen Wilson.
You know what?
in there.
I don't want to. I know the voices I can do well.
Wow.
Vince Vaughn's not. If I watched him a few times and sat down, I could probably do a better voice. But no, Owen Wilson. I started doing that for a little bit after watching too much of
Owen Wilson?
Wow.
Why?
Wow.
Whose nose is bigger, mine or his?
Yours.
Yeah,
His
for
is
sure,
just
right?
broken.
Oh, you're right. I thought it was long, but it's broken.
It's broken.
Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, I got a question for you. This is another TikTok one
Brainbuster.
that's going all
I think
over.
we're on some stuff. This is good. We've gotten into the Olympics. We still haven't gotten to the
Oh,
Olympics.
right, the Olympics.
Holy shit.
Oh, shit. I totally forgot about it.
Okay, wait.
Thank you,
On
Whitney.
that note, before we do what we're going to say about the Olympics, how long are we at? 43.
Okay.
Okay, good. Well, let's chug one more
we
beer
do
before
Olympics?
We finish.
Yeah. We'll do Olympics. We'll chug a beer, and then we'll do this last question.
Dos Equis, please. Dos coors.
Oh,
Por favor, please.
thank you, Whitney.
Gracias, mi amiga.
God, Whitney is the best right now.
Yeah.
She's fucking.
Why'd you say right now? That was...
Well, I was referring to this situation.
Yeah.
Stairs are dirty.
I don't know what that
Cool.
means. Okay. So, anyway,
We got to do the Olympics.
the Olympics,
talk. We gotta
I'll
do
tell
it.
the Olympics first. So, the reason with the beer chug that I was referenced is I was talking to Ian, and we were talking about me swimming. And I was saying, like, oh, I could do a half mile in X amount of time now. And I was like, that's like half as good as somebody in the Olympics, which is like pretty good in a way when you think about it, but it's also not. And then we talked about how when Olympic events
You wanna get on
happen,
camera
like
here?
let's say you're doing the
Show off how hot you are?
100-mile dash, and you just have like an average dude who kind of likes to run next to them, so that way when people are watching the Olympics, they can. Damn, do you see the reflexes?
so
yeah,
cool,
that was
dude.
pretty good. Okay. When you're doing these events, you can see how the average person is, and it makes you actually appreciate the athletes, like how good they are.
Have you been paying attention? Was this decently said? Because I lost
Did I not say it
interest in
right?
what he was saying.
So, okay, you say it,
Fine.
Mr. fucking Englishman.
Okay. So...
Oh, wait, they still have Olympics in England.
you fucking idiot.
I was like,
You thought that the Olympics were
some
American?
fucking country that doesn't even do the Olympics. I just like totally blacked out there for a second and did not pay attention to
Yeah.
what I was saying. Go ahead. You
I
say it
can't
better.
imagine what it'd be like to spend a minute or two just
You
living in your
don't
brain.
want to live in my
I
head.
don't think
no,
so.
No. Everybody says that, and it's like, no, you don't. I promise.
Do you like it in there?
Sometimes. Sometimes it's fun.
What about it in a general sense? No, do you like it in there, in your brain? Do you like the hanging out in there?
Yeah, it's all right. I
Well,
mean,
that's
like,
a bit
I've
sad.
never
That
really
sounds
thought
sad.
about it that much.
Oh, would you like being with you?
Yeah, I don't understand the question. Can you rephrase it?
Do you like spending time hanging out in your brain, just hearing your thoughts?
Yeah, a lot, but sometimes it's annoying because my brain talks a lot.
That's fair, but at most you'd say generally. I think you're a happy.
Yeah,
do you think you're a happy
more.
person?
Yeah.
Why do you keep saying it with such a question mark? Like, yeah.
I think I'm happy, but I'm also, in some senses, driven and beat myself up for not living up to my own expectations.
Yeah, but I mean that's same.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'm okay
yeah.
with that though. If that was the question, right? Like, I'm okay with that though, right? Like, I accept. I accept
okay
who
with that
I am.
though.
Yeah, I accept who I am. I
do. I think you do accept.
Yeah, I do.
Accept certain parts.
I do. I accept most parts of me.
Yeah, that's how you should be.
And yeah, the parts I don't accept, I
be
just
better, but
tell myself to change. Like, I
yeah.
don't accept that a fat piece of shit right now, but I'm just changing to not be a fat piece of shit.
Fair play. That's why we should chug these beers.
Okay, let's do it.
Not yet. No. So let me explain the Olympics thing. So the reason we chugged those beers was to give you perspective on what it is to see an Olympic level drinker and an average Joe. And what we've realized, and what would be a wonderful thing to watch and experience, would be when the Olympics are on. We're all watching Olympians swim against other Olympians. We're watching Olympians run against other Olympians. And then people go, I don't know how fast it is. I don't know how good that is. What we need is a normal motherfucker who's in lane 9. There's a 9th lane.
Is there only 8 lanes normally?
There's 8 lanes normally in a pool or even on a track. It's 8 lanes. We need a 9th lane for just Paul. And honestly, I would love if it was actually Paul.
Yes.
And we're just throwing him out there. We, by the way, have it on camera.
Yeah, Olympics, hire me.
Us doing a 100-meter race where I jog to your sprint.
And I'm probably the average person.
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
actually, no, but you're strong.
Better than
you're strong.
I'm
dude.
strong.
He's freakishly strong.
I'm strong.
He can lift so much stuff. And apparently you swim constantly.
I do.
But
swim a lot.
So what we want is a 9th lane for a normal motherfucker. And so while we're watching Phelps and we're watching, that's a dated reference clearly, but another proof point that we're not watching the Olympics as much as we used to, and we need a 9th lane. But you just watch this basic, normal dude, and you're like, Jesus, these people are really fucking fast.
Yeah.
Because right now we're watching going, wow, and the slowest guy, you'll randomly get this one guy who's just clearly not a good swimmer, and he's like from some country that they like gave him some
right, and you're like, he sucks.
Jesus, he sucks. But if he swam against you, you'd be like, holy shit, that guy's still a really good swimmer. But we don't have any context of watching a normal person perform Olympic level sports. So what we're arguing for is, and if the Olympics won't do this, NBC, I think they have the rights maybe normally, that what we do is we create a split screen where we have another one where at least one normal person is competing in each of these events. Like the javelin, I'd love to see just a guy they'll throw the javelin and then it's just Paul and he's like, duh.
I have no idea how to throw a javelin, but I would throw it like the average person.
You could kick a kid 20 yards.
I can kick a kid 20 yards.
You are so fucking
I talked about this with CJ and he showed me how far 20 yards
you're
is.
Wrong.
I think I could do it.
60 feet. You're such a fucking idiot.
Like, how heavy is the kid?
The kid, we said it, even just at 30 pounds. I
could do it. I think I could kick a kid 60 feet.
The Cowboys kicker missed 5 extra points from 25 yards of a 8. How much does a football weigh? 8 ounces? Fucking half a pound? A pound? I don't know.
Yeah,
12
probably.
ounces. So that he missed 5 points.
Okay.
He missed 5 extra points.
Aiming or distance? He missed. I'm not saying I can aim the kid. Yeah. I'm just saying I can get it far enough, right? Like, I'm not trying to kick a kid into a tunnel.
60 feet. That means you're kicking him to that is 20 feet. You're kicking him 3 of this downstairs length.
I think I could. Oh, I'm kicking him. If I'm kicking him downstairs, I can kick him further.
No,
than 60
I mean,
feet.
we are downstairs in this house.
Okay. All right. I was going to say if I have an angle going down, I'm fine.
60 feet. You are delusional to a degree that is borderline scary and, put you in a home type of delusion.
You're telling me. So right now, let's say, and I'm saying this is life or death situation, right? Like someone's got a gun to your head. And they're like,
a gun to your kid. And you've got
someone's got a gun
to
your head, and they're like, you got to kick this kid 60 feet.
I'm not even saying, no, because I said my best kick. Even when I said 8 yards, I now look at that and I go, 24 feet is an incredibly long kick of a child. And I don't know that I think I was saying that was my best. Like, I connected world record for me level of kid kicking 24 feet, 8 yards. I think 5 yards is a realistic, regular, everyday kick a kid that distance type.
5 yards?
Yeah, and you think you could kick 20, and I can definitely
yards.
kick harder than you.
I think 20 yards.
You are such.
I think 20
so.
yards. That kid's flying,
100%.
dude. Think you're mad. Like, let's say you're fucking. What makes you mad? Give me something that pisses you the fuck off.
It's you as a toddler.
Besides me, like something that legit makes you fucking mad, and you're like, I'm gonna get that pissed off and fucking launch this kid.
People wearing masks while they're driving alone in a car.
Okay, so you see that, and you're just like, oh, God. And you fucking slay a kid, and you don't think he's going 60
That doesn't
feet?
actually make me angry. First off, you kicked horribly. If you kick like that, you're not kicking him fucking 1 foot.
Dude, you see these feet? I think I could just like lift the kid
Scoop
with my
him.
foot and flick him.
Scoop the kid.
Yeah, scoop, like a scoop.
Yeah.
Scoop, doggy dog. I don't know why I said that.
Are there going to be people who watch this who like these parts when you do something like that? I bet there is. There's somebody going, I love when Paul does that stupid fucking joke that nobody laughs at.
Okay, first of all, my jokes are top, dare I say, top notch. Do you snore when you laugh
having
ever?
fun sometimes, but not often.
Okay, why are we chugging again? I forgot.
For the Olympics.
Oh, just for the Olympics? Okay, so actually, I had a question about the Olympics. Now,
they do take place in more places than just America.
Yes, which I did forget for a second. Now, why don't people watch the Olympics anymore? They just don't really, right?
Well, TV itself isn't as popular like live TV, but also, honestly, I just don't think they did good job storytelling this last one of like getting you to give a shit.
See, maybe I should explain why people give a shit, and then I do the events. Like, people rally around me, watching me do these events. Like, we need this average.
What I truly want you guys, listen. I'm gonna do what Paul does. I'm gonna talk straight to you.
Okay.
I'm gonna challenge you guys to share this episode with as many people as you possibly can, so that Paul becomes so famous that he can literally influence viewership of the Olympics himself. How about the Paulympics?
It didn't.
The Paulympics. Fuck you. That was great. Go fuck yourself. Fine. The Special Paulympics.
Hey.
The Paulympics. And what it is Paul vows to do every event, and we'll do a Summer Olympics. So you can. He vows.
Ice skate?
It's the Summer Olympics, you fucking idiot.
Wait, but winter's fun. I want a bobsled.
Yes, but you're not going to have access to those things right now. You're not famous enough yet.
Are the Summer Olympics less famous than the winter?
No, they're more popular and more famous, but they're easier. I can go take you to a high school track and let you run the 100 meters. Oh my God, I want to watch Paul do the hurdles. Holy shit.
I can't hurdle.
His dick is getting cut off. Oh my God, we should hurdle race.
I can't leave.
Gymnastics? Oh my God.
I took
Paul
gymnastics.
doing gymnastics?
I took gymnastics when I was a little kid. They
you know
kicked
what?
me out.
He's so weirdly strong and freakish, like to his weird weight to strength ratio, like because you're short and just condensed. You'd probably be good at the Olympics.
I got kicked out of gymnastics.
I bet you did.
It's because they had all these cool fucking like foam things. I don't know what they are.
Foam pits?
Like, not foam pits, but like they like all the things you jump through were like the foam with the Velcro tarp or whatever that shit is that covers it. Like the same thing that's everywhere. I don't know. I feel like people would know what this is. And
nobody knows.
I used to just whenever the teacher was talking, I used to just get up and try to run through the fucking donut-shaped one because I could dive through it, and it was so much fun. They kicked me out, and they were like, "Sorry, your son can't come anymore. He doesn't listen," and they kicked me out.
So, guys, share this episode or this clip, whatever it is. Let's get Paul famous enough that he runs the Olympics alongside the Olympians. So you have to. I would even do it with you, and you've got to do each event that the Olympians. I'm turning into fucking Paul, Jesus. That the Olympians are doing.
Okay.
And we get to watch you do it, time you go, and then we watch an Olympian.
Oh, yeah. It would make it so much more.
I would watch the fuck out of that.
Yes. I feel like everybody would be in on that.
Everybody.
Yeah.
We've got. So by the way, we've already decided this in between, not in between each episode or anything, but at different times, we're going to have a series alongside this called Ian vs. Paul. and we're going to compete at different events. We've already got the 100 meters on tape. We watched that back. It's fucking hilarious. We do have to give a clip. We'll have to give a clip on here at some point. It's so funny because
am I slow or just slow compared to you?
You're probably, honestly, probably average. Actually, most people are way slower than you because most people are fat.
Let's say average
and not
person
good at
who
running. Who works out?
Yeah, who works out a little, but not.
You're probably
crazy.
Around that. You're probably similar.
All right,
but
so
there's
I'm
a point where, and I'm fast. Well,
yeah, you're pretty fast.
But I'm not running particularly hard, and we watch it. And I'm going, and I have let up. Like when Usain Bolt, one of the, and he just like looks, and he's like just chilling. I'm looking over at the camera. I'm just kind of chilling, and then Paul comes by the camera, and his head is forward, full speed, just going. And it's your head. It's your head. Like you can tell that I'm just chilling, and you are going as hard as you can.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really remember.
It was.
What
I didn't remember until we watched. Oh my god! We watched it 6 times.
I'm not
last night.
a good sprinter.
No, we do need to have a swimming race because I know you. It can't be distance. We got to go short. Well, no, but you get to decide.
Practice short.
But by the way, nobody fucking wants to watch a half-mile swim.
Yeah, we can cut the.
But
video.
people will watch. Yeah, but then there could be cheating and all sorts of stuff going on.
Well, no, we're not cheating against.
It's unfair just because you were born wearing a swim cap.
Because I'm bald.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
What time we
did
at
have my
Siege?
tubes taken out. All right, let's chug this beer and then we can stop at the chug. Okay. We leave you beautiful.
I don't know why I keep talking about the time as if it fucking matters. It doesn't. Nobody gives a shit.
Well, I do get distracted.
If anything, I bet everybody here is being like, I wish they would just talk forever. They're the most fun people I've ever seen. I just want to watch Paul do the Olympics.
Do the best jokes that are ever written in the history of comedy. Okay. So what are we drinking for this time again?
What if we play a game where loser has to drink both? No, I don't like that. I want to chug a beer.
Yeah. I also don't need to chug beer.
No, you don't. You're good. What can we do? What's worth? What can we do before this?
Maybe
what makes this? What adds a layer of fun?
You let me start chugging, and you have to wait 2 seconds, and then go and see if you can beat me.
Okay.
You should wait longer than 2.
2's fine.
Really? How long?
Do it. Believe in yourself.
What would you say?
You've got to believe in yourself.
How many seconds would you say I do in seconds he does? His is like 2 seconds. So how long do you think it takes me? Like, okay.
Mine was 3. I think it was less than 3.
1. Maybe we should. How about we do this? How about you go, then I go, and
I'm such a little bitch. I can only do 3 seconds.
Let's do a time.
We didn't do well.
Here, you time me, I time you. Let's do it that way.
No, we're not going to do that.
No, I like that because then we can actually tell people how fast we are.
Well, we can tell them after. CJ's looking at it. They're watching it on YouTube.
Right.
They can fucking time it themselves, you special boy. So, CJ is going to we're going to give you a 3-second head start.
Okay, 3-second head start. And you guys, who's your vote? Am I winning with a 3-second head start or losing? Still losing. Okay.
They don't believe in you.
Yeah, I don't believe in myself.
All right, so you're going to but we'll give it 1, 2, 3, and then I'll go.
Okay. Are we? The fuck was that? What was that?
My God.
Oh.
My glass.
Okay. Are we ready? Can someone count down?
My heart rate's already 90.
2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3. Killed you.
Son of a bitch, man.
Oh, he backwashed a lot.
I'm bad at this, apparently. Oh, shit.
I lost some on my leg. 14 seconds to chug a beer?
Dude, I'm not that good at this.
You're not average. We need to reestablish.
I cannot figure out like how to do funnels. I used to have one of those things. Never figured it out.
ClickFunnels?
No, I know that. I don't know how to beer funnel. I can't figure it out.
It's like a piss me leg, Matt.
Huh?
So, if we had a cartoon
Yes.
and you had to play 3 characters, what are the 3 voices for the 3 characters? One of them's just you. So you got that one knocked
just
down.
Just me.
Okay.
Well, see, I feel like the ones I'm gonna say are ones that you do too, and you might be better at it.
Well, I probably am,
like I feel like I could do a nerdy guy pretty good.
This one, the lispy guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the comic book store right now, and then we're gonna find out if the Dungeons or the Dragons are the better ones, and then
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah,
that's but yours actually has like a nerdy undertone that's truly like, well, I just don't have sex.
Like, I would love in the Dragon Handbook, they really
too
say
much.
that
That one's
fire.
too much.
You're right.
It's
That was a little
actually too hard. It's
and
too
then
much
I
stuff.
feel like the other one could just be this really weird guy that kind of talks like this, and maybe he's into hippie stuff, and he's like, "Hey guys, let's just go chill out."
I actually
and
think
smoke
that might
weed."
be it. That might be right. That was weird. That was
pretty
creepy.
good, right?
Yeah, that guy's like a guy who you're like, I don't know why, but I don't like him.
Yeah,
Like, if you
life
met
doesn't
him.
matter as long as you have weed and love each other. Everything's gonna work itself out.
Okay, if we had a cartoon, what's it about?
Oh, random adventure. Oh, I want it to be Dungeons and Dragons related but not actually Dungeons and Dragons related. Like, we believe that we're on these. We get these weird tasks, like having to go to the grocery store to get a jar of peanut butter. But then it turns into this like epic fucking quest where like maybe a homeless guy tries to kill us on the way, and like it turns into an adventure every single time. But the whole point of the episode was to go to the store and get a jar of peanut butter. But like it goes off on a fucking tangent.
I didn't dislike that as much as I thought I would.
See.
So they're trying to complete a menial task, but along the way they have to do epic things.
Yes.
It's always Sunny and Rick and Morty combination.
Yep.
Yeah, that was it. I'm just repeating what CJ says because you can Adventure Time. I don't know.
Is that what Adventure Time is?
Did you just copy another show that I didn't watch?
I've never seen it either. Oh, that seems like a high show. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be what I would want my show to be.
Nah, I'd want it to be something that could last for like 25 seasons.
That's a great. What do you mean? Everybody needs to go to the store.
You
and
need
get
a new
peanut butter.
epic adventure every time, though. No, you gotta if you want 25 seasons, and it's a cartoon, you got to be able to do what South Park does and make it topical.
I feel like we own a food truck.
See, actually, I don't want 25 seasons because I don't want to be locked in. I want to be able to do 3
We own
really
a food
good
truck.
seasons.
I feel like we own a food
That's
truck and
actually
its
shit.
interactions with customers.
So it's like Bob's Burgers, but it's like Paul's Potatoes,
yeah, and
and it's you in Idaho.
oh,
and I'm the-
shit.
and I'm the-
and it's called Idaho.
No, it's called Paul's Potatoes.
Okay, I'm into this.
And
'cause-
you're the guy who's in the truck.
Yep,
You can't get your shit together.
can't get it together.
And I'm the guy who I've invested in the food truck, and I'm just kind of like keep being like, hey, get it together. And you're like, oh, and you're like, I keep eating the potatoes.
And then you're like, have you ever think about adding bacon? And I'm like, nah, people aren't gonna like fucking bacon.
So I think it's more
And
like
then
I'm
the
like,
potato
you'd
truck
probably
next to
make
me
more
has,
money
like,
if you
cheese
didn't
and
eat all your own
bacon.
food.
Like, yeah. Oh, I'm into
Paul's
fucking
Potatoes is actually
Maybe in the last season I make potatoes for McDonald's.
a horrible end to the show. First
Well,
off, the
I
Idaho
don't
billionaire already did that.
Yeah, but people don't know that. And you just ruined it.
Ruined it?
Ruined.
Ruined.
What do you say?
Ruined.
Ruined.
Yeah, you said ruined.
Like ruined.
I don't like when people say that. Ruined. He ruined it.
Ruined it.
Ruined.
I feel like I say ruined a lot.
I think you do. You ruin a lot of things.
I think people in the Northeast talk faster because they're dickheads.
Yeah.
With me included.
Yeah. We'd have a great cartoon. You could only play like 1 or 2 characters, though.
Yes. I would play those 2 characters well.
I think so.
Yeah, but I can't do voices and
No.
think about stuff. I don't like to think. That's my yeah. I feel like that's what it is like I operate really well at like 1 or 2 stories deep. You know what I mean? Like that's where
It's not even the right way to talk about depth. Stories aren't deep.
Levels. 1 or 2 levels deep. That's
Okay,
it.
that's
Like I operate well here, but I don't like to think about things outside of that realm. Because then it's too much to think about. I don't want to do that. But like I can think of a lot of things in those 2 realms.
Yeah.
Right?
I actually think that might have made sense.
Yeah.
Well, this was a terrible audio podcast again with beer chugging and you doing hand motions that nobody could hear.
Well,
Fuck, I don't care about the audio people.
do you want me to just go like bloop, 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 bloop?
Yeah, that was good.
That's the hand motion.
Yeah. All right, so let's make like Eminem and rap.
Which
it
is the
up.
best color M&M tasting?
Blue.
Thank fucking God.
Wow, did we
you
just agree
agreed.
again?
People don't believe me that one tastes better. The blue one tastes the best. Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
That. Yeah.
I can tell that
everyone.
meant a
So
lot
many
to you.
people have argued with me about this. Blue is the best. What's the worst?
Uh,
And that's a wrap. Good
What?
night, everybody.
The brown ones?
Yeah, it's just a brown. It just
What's the
is.
best tasting
when you're a
peanut?
child, you want
What's the best
colorful
tasting
shit.
peanut M&M?
Still blue.
Yellow.
What?
Something to do with
Why?
the commercials. They affect us.
Okay, let's quit.
Real quick before we end. What are we at? It doesn't matter. Time's a concept. It's a construct created by totalitarians to
By
control
gender.
the humans. What?
Continue. That was a bad joke.
Actually, I think we were done.
Okay.
I think we could go down these roads, and I think they're not the roads we need to go down.
Next episode.
Just very quickly. Fine. Very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
I don't know. You got serious. It scared me.
If you could only eat one candy before you died, you're dying tomorrow morning, and we can go get you any candy you want. Which one are you getting?
Gummy lifesavers, but the
What?
one... Hold on. Let me finish.
No, I don't want to.
Okay.
Gummy candies are fucking
No,
terrible.
Now, Reese's Cups, egg-shaped Reese's Cups are the best ones, not regular. Fuck regular. It has to be egg-shaped.
Egg shape.
Yeah, the ratio of peanut butter to chocolate is top-notch.
How
in
small
eggs.
or big are these eggs?
Like the king-size egg-shaped Reese's Cups.
Like 3 inches, like average.
But I was gonna say gummy lifesavers, but the one from the '90s where it's in the little tube and the
Yeah,
fucking thing
so
slides
bad.
out.
That's-
'Cause it has
it
that
actually
one
makes me
clear
sick. I
pineapple
hate
one.
that you even said
Okay.
that.
Well,
That's
what's
so
yours
gross.
then? Fucking some dumb dweeb bullshit. What is yours?
Probably an Aero mint bar. It's an English
Mint
chocolate.
is the worst
Mint is for
fucking
men.
candy. Okay. Let's just stop because I'm fucking over this. No one likes mint. Mint is shit.
Everybody that's somebody
Except those
likes
Andes,
mint.
the 12 o'clock.
Andes mints?
Yeah, Andes.
Fuck, dude.
Andes mints.
Dude,
fuck.
you catch me
Those are
leaving a
grandma-
breakfast
they're grandma
restaurant
candies,
where
but
they
they're
throw
good.
some Andes mints down.
Yeah.
I'm taking them and I'm savoring every goddamn one. I eat them so slowly like a little chipmunk because I know they're going to be gone
accidentally
soon.
swallowed one whole once. I didn't know what it was, and I thought it was like a mint you're supposed to suck on, and I like sucked too hard and fucking just swallowed the whole thing. I also did that to like half a blunt once. I didn't. It was like the first time I smoked. And I didn't know what to do, and I just went and I fucking swallowed it.
You swallowed a blunt?
Swallowed the fucking like half, not the whole thing. But
You swallowed half a blunt?
yeah.
Why did you
Yeah,
swallow?
you can ask
Why
Cody, he knows
why
his
didn't you
whole
just cough
story.
it back out?
I fucking inhaled.
You
it, dude.
swallowed a
The whole
blunt?
thing. Just I didn't know how to smoke, and I just my
Not a
friend was
joint, a blunt.
Like, yes, a blunt.
Jesus.
I wrapped it.
Did
I
you
was good
shit
at
it
rapping,
out?
too.
How are
never
you
really
good at
looked.
wrapping a blunt, but it was your first time having one and you swallowed it?
I don't know.
Because
Maybe it
your
wasn't the
timelines
first-
are wrong.
Maybe it wasn't the first time smoking, but it was like new. It was new to smoking, but I was very good at rapping.
Did you shit it out?
I don't know. I never really looked. I didn't.
What happened to
I
it?
guess I assumed it would just disintegrate in my butt sack.
Did you get high?
From swallowing it? No.
Did you just say? Did you just say
I didn't.
butt sack?
Yeah, I didn't know what to refer to it as. Not ovaries.
You just said.
Ian laughed so hard he burped.
Butt sack?
Yeah, what's the word I'm thinking of? Organs?
Nobody knows. Intestines.
Intestines. Thank you.
Oh my
I was like trying to draw it on my stomach. Intestines, yes.
Did you get really high from the weed being in your belly?
No. I mean, I got high from the first hit that went around. This was the second hit.
Did your friends lose their minds?
They fucking died.
If I
All
watch
of them.
somebody
They still talk about it to this day,
They
dude.
should.
Yeah,
they should
talk
talk about
all
it
the time.
every day.
Yeah.
If I watch somebody swallow a blunt,
Yeah,
That
and I
would be
remember
the
first time-
craziest
The
moment.
first time I smoked a bowl, I remember they handed it to me, and like one of them made a joke. And, getting weed when you first start getting weed is not easy, right? Like you're not going and buying an.
I
ounce
didn't
the
start
first time you
smoking
get
weed till it was legal, so I don't know.
Okay, so I was like 16, 17, and they
13.
or should I say 18?
We don't know
because
how
it's
old
the
you were. No,
podcast.
you're just bad at ages.
No. I was like senior year of high school or right after I graduated was about the time frame. And I remember they were like, they're passing a bowl. I didn't know what I was doing. And they were like, just don't blow out. and so they passed me this blunt, and my friend made a joke as I started lighting it, and I fucking coughed the weed everywhere. It just went all over the car. And like, first of all,
I like how you don't give us the context that you're in a car for that part of the story where it's relevant.
How was that relevant?
Because if you cough it on just the ground of a person's house, you go, okay, we picked that up. You coughed it into their car and just coughed weed everywhere.
It was just gone forever. Like, it just blew. Now, first of all, it's their fault because they purposely made me laugh after telling me not to blow out. So, like, I laugh easy. If you know anything about me, I laugh on a fucking dime. So, yeah, I don't know what that was. So I laugh really easy. But, like, getting weed when you're 17 is not an easy thing, right? Like, you're seeing some sketchy fucking people. I saw some sketchy fucking people to get weed to get 10 baggers, right? It's not like now you just go to the store and you get a fucking ounce for 40
You go get an iPhone and a bag of weed.
Yeah, you just do whatever. You do whatever.
Hi, can I get the new iPhone and
but like
dime
when
bag,
you're
please?
a kid, I used to go to like sketchy ass areas and look for $10 bags, and that was fucking it. So it was a whole fucking smorgasbord to get this weed.
We're done.
And
we're done.
Yeah. And I coughed it everywhere.
We're done.
But that's it. Good night, folks.
Fuck you.
We'll see you next time.